You notice my shirt? Live na pala.
Monday night on the bench. This shit happens. Let's go. Hello, Pilipinas! This is the bench, and welcome to our huddle, where we offer a layman's view on anything and everything basketball from a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops. Did I say hoots?
Dude,
I'm
that's all you
Julio.
na.
I know that's all me. I'm Julio
He
Dubs
got thrown
Heart,
off by, dude, have you seen my shirt?
Hoots.
and here is
Hoots.
Mike,
What a hoot. What's up, guys?
and of course our favorite homies is good on IG, Jay.
Aka, akala ko Hooters eh. Cheers! From the
Uh,
Moonies!
parang, parang carry over dun sa topic sa chat room right before we
Oo
started.
nga.
I
Oo
know, I
nga.
know. From a bunch of regular dudes who eat, sleep, and breathe hoops.
Hoots.
What's up?
Hooters,
Anyway,
hindi
what's
Hooters.
up? It's a Monday, and tell me
Liwanagin
why.
natin yan.
Tell me why I like Mondays, because it's the bench. And if you like the bench too, please do like and follow our Facebook page, The Bench
Yan.
Live, and
Galing na
subscribe to our
segue.
YouTube. Magaling, no? Subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Bench. And tonight we're gonna have a really, really long huddle. We're gonna be it's the halfway point of the NBA, and what we'll be
Ah,
doing tonight
some
is
teams have had 45 games, no?
yes, and
Yeah.
Professor J, um, PhD Mike, and
Oh, thank you.
and it's
Sa
Sir
PhD
Julio.
ako, professor lang ha. Wala niya. Lugi.
Okay, Dr. J, Professor Mike, and Titser Julio.
Titser.
Titser, diba? Titser.
Si
Uh,
Titser.
that's like when you go to a Hooters bar and they go Titser. Anyway, we're gonna okay.
Oh,
We're gonna be
ba?
we're gonna be giving the grades. We're gonna be giving grades to each
Ah,
squad on how they have performed at the halfway point
so
of the
far.
season so
You
far.
know what, guys? I know this is medyo on the fly, but do you want to just dive straight into the huddle?
Yeah, no, we're not doing
Ah,
any
yeah.
standings
That,
tonight.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
okay,
we're doing
we're
tonight.
okay,
diving.
okay.
Huddle,
So
the bench.
okay. So I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention in the pre-prod.
No, I
Hindi ka
think you were.
nakikinig sa teacher's lounge.
Yeah, sorry,
Hindi ka
teacher.
nakikinig kay
Sorry,
Titser.
teacher. Okay.
Oh my God. But I'm sorry. It's
Parang sarap ng beer ni Julio tonight eh. Ha? Ano
sarap.
ba?
My generic unbranded beer. Na Dubs.
Ayun,
Dubs
ah.
beer. So, yeah, Dubs beer yan. But masarap siya, ah. Masarap.
Ano kaya
Okay.
grade ng Dubs?
Pakita nga kung masarap. Pakita nga kung
Sige
masarap.
nga, sige nga. Hawakan mo nga ang
Oo
pera.
nga. Masarap, masarap.
Diba?
Oo, napatingin sa taas eh. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh my God, we're losing viewers with that.
Yeah.
shit.
Nag-negative viewers tayo today, dude.
Okay.
Anyway, okay, so here we go.
All
So
right.
we're gonna be this. Okay, this also serves pala as kind of like our. Normally we do a monthly rundown, right, of what goes on in the league, and we're now in the
Right.
third
Right.
month of the
Right.
season, and this kind of
Right.
serves as that also. And third month of the season, halfway point pretty much of most teams, and we're gonna grade them to
Yeah.
see how they've fared nga, for
Mhm.
this so far in this NBA 2022 season. It doesn't mean that
Mhm.
that the grades we give them will be is indicative of how their season will go, because some teams can fall off the cradle of the whatever the table, and some teams can fix whatever the problems are as
Right.
of right now.
Hence the trade deadline coming up. That's their
Yep.
chance.
Yep, and the
Yep.
buyout market eventually also.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, let's go. Let's start. Let's get the ball rolling with the Chicago Bulls.
Who's going first?
Chicago. Let's go with
Ako,
the professor first.
Who's the professor?
You, Mike, you're the professor.
Ako ba? Okay. Okay, ako with the Bulls. Hey, I think it's a no-brainer. They have to get an A plus.
Wow,
Okay.
plus
Uh,
pa. May plus pa.
I
Yeah.
mean A plus, yeah, because man, where were they last year? Diba? And
Yep.
where are
Yeah.
they
Yeah. Yeah.
now? And you know
Right.
the
No, yeah,
moves they
man.
made. They were one of the teams that was graded pretty high, well, fairly high in the off season. Nobody knew that they were gonna be this good,
This
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
but they were graded fairly high in the off season with their off season acquisitions.
They
And
probably would have gotten an A just being the sixth seed right now, diba? And not in the
right,
play-in, diba?
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, so that's an A plus for me for the Bulls.
I'll do it from top to bottom, then bottom from to top. Me, the tits are next. I
Sure.
think I'm just agreeing with you, Mike. Just everything that you said. This is a no-brainer. I'd go A plus with the Bulls also. Doctor.
Ako, I don't think I'm gonna be giving an A or an A plus tonight. But so I'm
Oh,
giving them a B plus. I'm giving them a B plus.
oh, you're gonna have the stringent
Wow.
score. So let's see. So no, that's cool. So we're
Uh,
gonna. It's gonna.
I'm giving
Ito
them
yung
a
mga
B plus. I'm giving them a B plus because they did lose to a couple of teams. Na, yeah, I mean, if they had beaten, would have made me give them an A. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Although I love what I see, huh? This is not a diss on the Bulls.
Yeah.
This is a very high score that I'm giving them. It's a B plus. It's a very
You.
solid leap.
Yeah. You.
I'm still thinking their coach Donovan should be coach of the year, man. This guy, this guy, he made the team run, man.
You're
Considering,
really.
but it's the first year of Darrow with them. But
You're
yeah,
really like
B
Dr. J. How he scores the dunk contest, but.
plus.
Galing niya. No, I like it. I mean, yeah. I mean, so I
ito yung
the
mga I remember this reminded me of college. Eh. Si Jay is one of the mga type of professors na iniiwasan mo pag enrollment. Kasi mababa
I'm
magbigay
ano
ng
eh.
grade.
I'm still just
Yeah,
a tad dubious with their defense,
yeah.
especially
Yeah.
yeah,
without
yeah, yeah.
Caruso. I think Caruso's played a big role in
Yeah.
that D and was a major catalyst in fast break points for them, which kind of tapered off. And then they're gonna have Levine out for quite some time, so we'll
I'm
see.
just.
But a
I'm
B
just.
plus to me is something solid. That's
Yeah. No.
not
I
a
know. I know.
derogatory,
I'm just
yeah,
very.
or
Don't tell
something.
me. Huh? Don't spoil it for us. I want to know who gets an A minus from Jay.
He
Don't
said
don't
na nga.
spoil it.
No, he said na nga he won't be giving any A's.
Dude, we're 45 minutes. His
Well,
mind might change.
I might,
Pare. That's why.
but
That's
not an
why.
A
Okay.
plus, but not an A plus.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not an A plus, and that's fair. So the Bulls were pretty high. Okay. Next. Brooklyn Nets.
They're
Since
still
we
averaging at least an A between the three of us,
Yeah, that's
right?
why nga. It's still a
Yeah.
good score technically. So for
Mm-mm,
Brooklyn
mm-mm.
Nets, the doctor starts.
Oi, all right. Brooklyn Nets, I'll give them a B.
Oh, B.
Cons- yeah,
Oh, that's
considering,
okay.
yeah.
That's good.
I'm still doubting. I'm still doubting the rest of the roster. Yeah, sure. Kyrie's back. He's playing road games. But I really feel them using the likes of Sharp, Edwards, and all these other players, dude, as starters, mind you.
Yeah.
Gives me a little, but it's a little dubious to me against a team like, let's say, Milwaukee, 7 game series down the line, a bunch of 7 game series down the line against a lineup that's. I think the East is really getting fortified, man. Teams are getting really stronger. I think they've leapfrogged already a bit the West, so you know. So
So you give
yeah, a
you give
B,
them
a
a
B.
B.
A B
Okay.
for still being there,
Yeah.
despite
Despite everything that they've
yeah,
gone through.
yeah.
Me, I would give them a B minus. Because I
Ooh,
agree.
I like that. I
I
like that.
agree. I agree with you because nga, the expectation is to be at around 1 or 2. I mean, at this
Hmm,
point in
hmm,
time, so they are 1 and 2. Um, if they were complete and looking at their games and how they lose to
right,
teams that are over 500, I'd probably give
right.
them a C, despite their record. But
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They have the Kyrie problem. They've had the COVID problem between them
Mm-hmm.
and all that, and they've been
Mm-hmm.
dealing with all these weird starters, nga, like you said. So they've shown naman
Right.
that they've been able to adjust on the fly.
And
Although
still win. Yeah, yeah.
Kevin Durant though has a knee sprain right now. He'll be out for 4 to 6 weeks. This will be their
That's
big
yeah,
test. So as of right
yeah.
now, they're a B minus for me.
Right, right.
Prof.
I got that.
I'll make this short. Ako, I'm giving them a B for the same reasons you guys are. I think they're playing well below par of what they're supposed to be doing on the court, at least with their roster on paper. And they've and I don't like how they handle the whole Kyrie situation, yung urong sulong nila about the whole thing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
About playing him
so
and
for
not.
me, yeah, it's a B. It's they could have done better. It's not like the Bulls na you didn't expect them there. The Nets, you expected them there, and
Mm.
they're there, but it's not mind
It's not
blowing what they're
convincing.
doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right, right.
So it's B for
Oh,
pretty much
Miami.
all. Yeah, B for Brooklyn. Miami next.
Ikaw naman.
Ikaw naman muna.
Me. Oh yeah, me naman. I'll start. For Miami, I put them in the same category as the Bulls. Well,
Okay.
no, not really. Actually, no. I put them. It's weird, like half Bulls, half Brooklyn. I like what they did off season, and you can't say that they've been playing bad also. But I'd like to give them just also as maybe not a B minus because they've been getting hit a little bit worse, and the gems that they've had are wild. So like Yurt Seven and Max Strus, and they're all putting up
Mm-hmm.
numbers. So I don't know where the
Hmm.
hell Miami
Mm-hmm.
they're pulling these people from. I'd
Right.
still I'd give them a probably just a straight B,
Okay.
flat B.
All right.
Let's go, Mike. Naman sa taas.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Ako B din. For the same reasons. Again, siguro the difference lang being, well, no, you know what? I'll give them a B plus because we weren't expecting them there. Plus all the things that they've had to go through at least early in the season, and still
Mm-hmm.
being third seed in the East. Then yeah,
Yeah.
B
Oh,
plus
Mm-hmm.
for
wow.
me.
Dude, wala
All
si
right.
Bam, wala si Butler a lot
Right,
of times.
right.
Yeah.
Uh, Doc.
I'll give them a B plus because Bam hasn't played much. Butler was
Yeah, yeah.
out for the longest time. Duncan's been playing like shit. Hero's been carrying this team, man. Diba? Off the bench, he's not even a starter. So I mean, Spolster's done a really good job to keep them up there. That's
Yeah,
that's.
yeah.
I'll give them a B plus. Yeah.
It's kind of hard, actually. I'm noticing as we're doing this exercise, it's kind of hard to give teams that are on top a low score. No, parang you're like, why would you give them a low score if they're like
Yeah.
in the top four in the East? Parang,
Yep.
Yeah, but we're
diba?
not throwing around A's and A pluses.
Yeah. Well, I
I
threw
mean,
around the
diba?
eight lang for
Right.
Chicago because they were not in the playoffs
Well, it's
last
the
year.
biggest leap.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
Yeah.
understandable. It's the biggest leap.
Next,
All
the
right,
Milwaukee
Bucks.
Bucks.
All
I'll
right.
start again, and then we'll go down with Jay next, naman. So the
Sige.
Milwaukee Bucks. I see. It's weird. I mean, they no because for me, they should be. They started off really slow, diba? There were injuries, and now
Mhm.
they started out of the gates really slow, and
They're still
technically
dealing with injuries. Huh?
they're
I
still
mean, like
dealing with injuries now.
Allen and DiVincenzo been in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, Allen's back though. DiVincenzo's back, so let's see. Although I would give them also personally,
Mm.
even though they might meet the other B minus who I graded here. I'm giving them a B minus because nga,
Okay.
I feel like they're weird. They beat the Dubs by like 30 and then they lost to Toronto the next game. I don't see yet the championship
You're right.
consistency in Milwaukee
Yeah.
yet. I don't
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean they're a good
Yeah.
team and they've been able to take it, but that's just for me. B minus a little bit yet. I can't call them yet that they're playing like defending champions. Dr.
Mhm.
J.
To me, well, like you said, the Bucks have been dealing with a lot of injuries. Lopez might be out for the season. DiVincenzo was back, then got out again.
Yeah.
Allen was in and out also. Even what's his face? The shooter was also out for a while. Uh,
The Hooter?
yeah, man. Haha.
Ah,
Anyway,
no. Anyway,
Yeah.
no, who
No,
shooter? Shooter. You're talking about not Wes Matthews.
Middleton. No,
Middleton.
Middleton.
Okay.
He was also out for a while. Eh. So parang, I think I'll give them a B. I think I'll give them a B. Nothing great, but still able to be in the top four, couple games behind. That's not so bad.
Okay. Mike.
okay, ako B minus. I have to grade them lower than the Nets. For I look at them the same
Okay,
way. Yeah. They should be top two
that's
in the East. They should be playing better than they actually are. I mean, given the injuries and all that. But then
oo nga.
every team is injured also. But then I'm grading them lower because they're the defending champs, and they
Yeah.
should be more.
Right,
They should have more chemistry already compared to the Nets. So B minus for
right,
me.
right, right.
Okay. Philadelphia 76ers. We're going top to bottom again. Ikaw na naman, Prof.
Ito, nalilito ako sa mga banat na Prof, Dr. J.
Basta, si Mike Prof, Dr. J, ako si
So ako
Fifth.
ulit.
Yeah, yeah, you muna.
Ah,
Ikaw
ako ulit.
naman daw.
Yeah, sorry, sorry.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
Philly. Okay, this is tricky. I'd say, well, I'd say siguro, yeah, it's a B.
B plus.
Uh, a B. Because we kind of expected them there with all the Simmons.
Yeah,
The,
yeah.
you know what? B plus. Okay, now that I
there's
B
say
there though.
B
I
plus?
mean,
plus,
five is
B
five
plus.
is pretty good, huh?
Hindi,
Yeah, B
okay, B
plus.
plus. Kasi considering the Simmons situation,
Right.
they're doing okay, and we kind of expected them din naman somewhere in the mid pack. We never really expected them to be top three, top four. Again, I might have to look back at my predictions,
That's
but I don't
true.
remember.
That's true.
Pero
Yeah.
'di ba mid pack eh. So kumbaga par for the course lang
No,
yan what they're
I
doing.
don't think
So I would
any one
say
of us put them in the top three. Nga.
right.
I don't think
So
a
yeah, B
single one.
plus.
Yeah.
And some of us put them in the
Five's
bottom
pretty
pa,
good.
'di ba?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
Ikaw
Yeah.
B plus.
Yeah, that's
Ako
good.
naman, I'll
That's
shock you
good.
guys here. They're only two
Oh.
and a half games behind. They're only two and a half games
Oh.
behind.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I'm giving this the first C.
Ooh.
I'm giving them a C
Woohoo! Naku, nakakatawa.
because I'm giving them a C because honestly, for me, the Sixers should not be in
Mm-hmm.
this category.
Mm-hmm.
They should be right up there with the Brooklyns and the Miamis. They shouldn't have this Ben
Right.
Simmons situation. They should have been all gears rolling already and trying to compete for a championship, not figuring out how to
Right.
get out of the East Muna. That's me.
Right.
I
Right.
just
Right.
think the
Right.
whole Ben Simmons situation, it's good that they're surviving it. They shouldn't have gotten into it in the first place or have dealt with it already. Well, we'll see by trade deadline.
By
But
now, yeah.
yeah, yeah, they should have dealt
Right.
with it. So I'm giving them a
Right.
C.
Eat that
All right.
C, Daryl Morey.
Yeah. Vitamin C. Oh, Jay, ikaw.
I'm gonna go straight at it. I'm giving them a C also. God damn it, you gave the first C. Anyway, I'm giving them a C because I think they didn't really lose naman much scoring, di ba? With Simmons. And
Oh, yeah.
and the rest of the roster is a very good defensive roster anyway. They have Maxi, they have, di ba? Thibault, these guys are good defensive players. So they should be playing better. Embiid hasn't really gone. I mean, he's played more games this year at the halfway point than he did last year. So I'm giving them a C because parang they could be better even without
Yeah.
Simmons. And they should have they should have ended that issue by now. Parang todo prolong lang talaga. I don't like
Okay.
that strat. So.
So you guys are giving Doc
Yeah.
Rivers a C, in
A
other
C.
words. Because
Yeah.
that's Doc Rivers, basically
Yeah.
what you guys are
Yeah.
saying.
Well, the team, the owner, Maury, all these mofos.
Oh. After the Cleveland Cavaliers, we'll have to speed up on the Lords. But let's go, Jay. Dr. J
Now
na naman
we
starts with the
all
Cavs.
right. Cleveland Cavs. I'll give them a B plus.
B plus. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
they lost Sexton. Rubio took over. They lost Rubio, but they sort of really haven't skipped the beat, man. They're still playing really well. They've done good pickups. They lost their point guards. Now they have Rondo. That's a good pickup. Sakto lang eh. Garland's now
Yeah.
getting into his own talaga without Sexton there. Parang napaganda pa. The Bigs are playing really well. Mobley's an awesome draft. Dude, solid to.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the Cavs. They're fun to watch too. So
Okay. I'm giving them an A exactly for everything that you said. Um, Also like the Bulls, but since they're the sixth seed, and I think they'll still
right.
go down a little, but I'm giving them an A.
Yeah. Yeah, di ba? Ganda pa
Yep.
din eh.
Mike.
From the
Uh,
doldrums.
okay, ako A minus. Just because they have no
Mm.
business being there,
Yep.
and
Yep.
they are.
Parang ganun nga.
Uh,
Okay.
oh.
Okay. So let's go. I'll
Next,
start.
Charlotte.
Charlotte Hornets. Okay, Charlotte Hornets. I think for now, for what they've been doing, this is also probably like a B plus for me because
Oh, yeah.
they're the seventh seed. They were already an upstart with last season, and okay naman. I'm B plus with the Hornets. Let's go, Mike naman after me.
yeah, ako I would give them a B plus also. Again, they have no business being there, and they are, and and they've done pretty well. I mean, considering it's a young squad and an
Ah,
inexperienced squad, yeah, B plus.
Jay.
I'm a big fan of this team. I'm a big fan of Lamelo. I really like their camaraderie. They already have that. Parang same with the Grizz minus the Angas. Pero showtime to, which makes them a lot of fun to watch. I give them a B.
B. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start na naman with Toronto. With Toronto, I'm also what's that? I'm giving them a C, just because I don't know what the hell they want to do. Diba? I really don't. That's just it. I don't know what Toronto is. So I guess
Right.
pasado kayo because you have a
They're
winning
in
record.
there. They're not tanking.
Yeah.
But you know they still want to fill up that roster.
I'd probably give them an A if they were tanking. Is that weird?
No,
Because
no,
that's
that
what
makes
they
sense. That
yeah,
makes sense. Ako,
that's what
I'm
they
about to
should be
give
doing.
the Magic an A, actually. I might give the Magic an A.
Diba? Where'd I go? Jay, ikaw
Full
naman.
tanking,
Jay,
holy shit. Okay,
ikaw naman,
Raptors.
Toronto.
I'll give them a C minus for floundering. Like Julio
C
said, man.
minus.
What the hell? Are you gonna try to win? Are you gonna plus I really think this roster's not bad. Siakam hasn't really played up to his money, to his salary.
Yeah.
Um,
Van Vliet.
Van Vliet's been playing well, but he's been in and out of the lineup din naman. They did really well with Scotty Barnes, man. That was a good draft right
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
They have
That's
they have a couple centers that are really good, 'di ba? So parang kompleto to eh. So ano ba? Ano ba gusto niyong gawin? C
Oh.
minus. Kinangin ang mga to.
Yeah,
uh,
ako C then. My
C
first
ka
C.
rin. No,
My
sige.
first C.
So,
Yeah,
my
just
first
because
C.
pick a lane,
Pick a
Raps.
lane.
Di ba? Kasi
Yeah,
parang they
no.
can compete better actually eh. So ano ba?
Yep.
Okay. Number 9, Washington Wizards. Ako,
Yo.
I'll go fast also. This is okay. Even though I know they started off hot and all that, I also
Aha.
give minus C plus siguro for me. C plus the
Hmm.
Wizards because I think there was a little bit of buzz with their lineup going into this season, and they kind of proved that.
Yeah.
And now they're
They were
falling a little bit.
actually they were actually in the top three for quite some time.
Yeah, no, but I mean, even before the people were saying like, "Wow,
Surprisingly.
they're quite deep." There, people were saying that the Wizards look quite deep
Yeah.
with Kuzma and all
Yeah.
that. So they
Uh,
did
Yeah.
that, and then now they're gonna
Right.
be going into the play-in and might even fall out. So okay, see,
Yeah.
that's about it. See,
what
Okay.
did I give the Raps? C, no? So,
yeah,
yeah, kung C yung Raps, I'd give them C plus, yeah. Ako, C plus also.
Jay,
All right. Ako, I'll give them a C minus.
C minus.
Yeah, kasi parang Brooks is now because he's got more people to play around with. Good players. Parang he doesn't know what to do with the lineup. Rui isn't playing a lot of
Brooks,
minutes. He
who's
should.
Brooks?
The coach.
No, it's Wes Unseld Jr. na.
Ay, Ansel na pala. Oh,
Yeah,
nga.
Unseld
Shit. I'm
Jr. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sorry.
No, so
Oh,
no, he
crap.
was. He was though. He
No,
was.
so
But it's
I'm
Unseld
just,
Jr.
yeah, exactly. Maybe because he just made Mana the lineup nga,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, yeah.
He's medyo, ano pa, undecided in how to use these players. Like Rui nga is getting like 8 minutes lang, man. I
Yeah,
know Kuzma's playing really well, but you don't have to make him todo babad naman also, even
yeah.
if he's a young player pa.
Ruiz a strange one actually.
Right.
Yeah,
KCP's, doing really well actually. He's in the top 10 in steals and shit. He's even scoring on some games. He's even a good fantasy player because of, how he's playing with the Wizards. So, yeah, C
you're a
minus.
C.
Parang,
Then
sayang, nanghinayang pa ako eh.
the next three. I don't know if you want to make it too hoga, but okay. For the Knicks, the Knicks is my first D.
Yeah, same.
Same with you guys.
Same,
These are,
same.
these are the lower
No, no.
tiers of so
I'm even gonna break it down. Sige, go ahead muna.
yeah, no, ako D and you break it down, Mike. Go.
Okay,
I'll just listen to
I'd give them a D plus just because compared to the other two below them, kumbaga they were underdogs compared to the two below them. So I'd give them a D plus.
Okay, that makes
Uh,
sense.
'Di ba? Kasi they have a stacked team eh. They are underdogs but they have a stacked roster that they're not utilizing to the
The
maximum.
hilt, yeah.
So I'd give them a D plus just in relation to the grades I'm giving the Celtics and the Hawks. D plus for the Knicks.
May plus
J
pa eh. That's a D for me, man.
D also. Okay,
For a
sige.
lot of obvious reasons.
We'll go with you naman next. Okay, para ikaw next. Boston Celtics, J.
That's a D for me, man.
Um, I won't
They
even
have
get
to.
in.
I'll get a little into it lang.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have to figure out what to do with Tatum and Brown. Keep them, ship one, maybe ship Smart, but they have to do
Ship
something
one,
with that
bench one,
lineup,
cut
man.
one.
Because yeah, I'm really happy with Williams. Williams is doing so well. Horford is really just a plug filler right now. That's all he really is. He's not the
Yep.
old Horford that used to play for the Boston Celtics also. Yeah, man. There's a lot of shit to figure out there. D.
Ako, D, because the Celtics should be where the Cleveland Cavaliers are if you have Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, and Marcus Smart. But no, they are 11th as of right now, outside the play-in. Mike,
Yes, D for me.
D.
For the same reasons. They have no business being there.
Yep. Okay, we'll start naman with you with this one, Mike. Atlanta
Okay,
Hawks.
Hawks. Okay, D plus Knicks, D Celtics, pasang awa, D minus for the Hawks for me.
Are you
For the same
serious?
again reason, they have no
Wow!
business
Pasang
being
awa pa
there.
yan.
They have no. I don't want to give them an F because
Can
I'm
I go
saving
next?
that
Can I go next?
I'm saving that for certain teams
Yeah,
kasi
yeah.
the expect kahit sabihin mo pa the Hawks in the is as an Eastern Conference finalist playing like this, they're still not seasoned playoff. They're not a seasoned playoff team, and there are one-offs that happen in the playoffs. That's why I can't totally give them an F.
Okay.
Bata pa eh, hilaw pa eh. So ngayon, if it's a seasoned team, if the Celtics had a few trips to the conference finals and then we suddenly see them here, then that's an F for me. If that makes
Right.
sense
D
to you
minus.
guys. But
No,
anyway,
no,
D minus.
that's okay. It's, 'cause I know what Jay's gonna give. So go.
No, we're at the halfway point. I will. Hey, they can change my mind in the next half, diba?
Yeah, yeah.
By that or by the third quarter if when we do this again. But yeah, that's a big F for me, man. That roster is fucking full as hell. That's a
Yeah.
kick-ass roster right there. So yeah,
I'm I'm
major F.
also I'm an F because uh now pa they're trading. I don't know. I just for now it's a big F that they have to fix. F for fix.
Yeah.
Pwede ba yun? Oh, can I just go? Okay, who wants to go Indiana Pacers next to start off? Ikaw, Jay, go.
F.
Okay, me, F, Mike,
What the F?
D
What
minus,
the
dude.
F?
D minus for the Pacers.
Yeah, I'm saving my F for a team,
Max, okay, not for the Pacers.
not for the Pacers.
Okay, really fast. Detroit Pistons, Orlando Magic. If you want to get, okay, I'm giving. I'll just say it now. I want to make it tuhog. The Magic, I would probably give a B because they're tanking the way they should be. Detroit, probably a C because they're showing some promise in their top pick naman in playing him. So they're doing that right at least. Uh,
Right,
Jay,
right.
you naman.
Detroit a C also, and Orlando a B because I think Orlando has better pieces lined up. I think this is shaping up to be a pretty good team, and they still last. Galing!
Yeah.
That's
That's
how
it.
you do it,
Yeah,
man.
that's how you do it. Mike.
Heck, I'll give them both a B plus. They're
Oh,
I'll give them both a B plus. They're doing what they picked a lane.
yeah,
They
they're
picked a
doing what they're
lane
supposed to be doing.
as they develop their young
Right,
talent, diba?
right.
Yeah.
And
So
they
so I'd
both
give them a
have
B
really
plus.
good young talent, eh, di ba?
Yeah, tama. I
Yeah,
completely agree that. Okay,
yeah.
we got at the halfway point of us
Let's
also
start from the
we
bottom.
have 30 minutes to talk about the West.
Okay.
Oh, sakto lang.
Yeah, sakto lang. So let's start naman yan. Phoenix Suns. Let's
Oh,
do the
kala
whole
ko bottom. Bottom tayo,
bottom.
bottom.
Oh, sige.
Bottom going up. Oh,
What do you mean? We'll do the bottom first?
yeah,
Okay,
Sige,
sige.
sige,
Oh,
para
sige, pwede
finale.
naman.
yeah.
Okay.
Para finale. Sige, sige, sige.
Oh,
Houston, Oklahoma. I'm gonna make tuhog also, and
yeah, yeah.
I'm giving them both nga. No, actually, I'm giving Houston an A minus. No, I'm giving both an A
Mhm.
minus for tanking. But
Okay, okay.
that's almost your school book for tanking. What OKC
Right,
and
right, right,
Houston
right.
did really really
Right,
fast.
right.
Mhm.
More than what Orlando did. Pa nga, tagal ng Orlando to figure it out. Eh. Houston in
Uh-oh.
1 year they removed
Right,
everything. OKC, all
right,
the
right,
picks
right.
done. Tanking. That's it. That's where we are. Period. Um, Mike
B plus.
B
Same.
plus. Yeah. UJ.
Me, I'll give them a C kasi, yeah, they're tanking, but parang hilaw yung mga nakukuha nila eh. Ewan ko ah. I'm not so happy with the choices so far.
Okay. Well, that makes sense for
Uh,
Oklahoma or for
for
Houston
both.
also.
For
For both.
both.
You
For
want to know
both.
pala trivia before we move on to the Pelicans? Is that
Oh,
Oklahoma has to sign a player that's worth 20 million. They are 20
really?
million
So
under
way,
the
way below
floor.
cap
They
sila.
are 20
Galing.
million under the floor, which is not allowed. That's why
Galing.
you have
Galing.
to
Oy!
what's that? So
Puta, B sa akin yan.
Max, I
Sandali.
changed it pala for him.
Oo, B sa akin yan. That's
That's
a good move, man.
that's
Galing.
that's why they're saying come trade season, Oklahoma will be a player in just taking a salary because they have to get
Right,
20
right,
million
right.
in before that season ends. Galing. So you can approach Oklahoma. Can you be the third team just to take 20 million or something?
Right,
Pwede
right,
yan.
right.
Pwede yan.
Pwede,
Okay,
pwede, pwede.
next.
Okay.
Mike, you gave them. Mike, ikaw pala. Did you?
Who?
You
Okay.
did. You
Yeah,
gave
I
them
did
pala.
na. I
Yeah,
did
yeah.
na
Yeah,
B
he did, he
plus.
did, he did.
Mike na lang. New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah, ako Pels C.
C.
Uh maybe C plus. I don't know what's going on there. The whole science situation also, and yeah, C plus.
For me nga, that brings me down to like a wow. I don't want to say D, probably a D for me because nga of the whole Zion situation, and I don't know what the hell they're doing, man. They shouldn't be tanking this
Yeah.
hard. I don't know. I
Actually,
just
I
don't know what
could.
the hell they're doing.
Yeah, I didn't want to give them a D just because they're not
Right,
Boston Celtics or Atlanta Hawks level,
right.
and they're
Still,
there. But yeah,
yeah,
Yeah, but they were picked.
yeah.
Remember 2 years ago, they were picked to be the opening day
Yeah,
show with Zion.
yes, yeah,
Can you
right,
imagine?
yeah.
right.
Jay, go. Labo nila.
This is a fucking F for me.
It's an F. Okay, it's an F for you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they're not really tanking eh. They're just there because they're bobo.
I don't
Do
know
you
if
know
they're
what I
tanking.
mean?
Tangina,
They're not
yeah.
tanking. They're bobo. That's why they're there.
If you ask the
They're
Pelicans,
not
they'd
doing
love to
shit
be in
with
the
the
playoffs right
Zion.
now.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah.
doing shit with the Zion situation. This is a good lineup. This is not a bad lineup. They have really good players.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, some have been injured. One has been eating too much also. But like even Hart, dude, is a fantasy stud right now for quite some time. The guy's rebounding,
Yeah,
scoring.
dude.
You know
He
what
can
I
be
mean?
nga in a fantasy
Assisting.
as a stud. I know.
Yeah. So they have pieces here, and this is just bobo for them to be in where they are, and they're not naman kasi nga tanking. Eh. It's so weird to me, man.
I know. But the next one, I have to make Mike. I cannot start naman this
Mike has
without
to be
giving.
first.
Yeah, Mike
Yeah,
has
No,
to
yeah,
be
huli
yeah.
na
first.
ako. Mauna na kayo.
Yeah.
Mauna na
Sige,
kayo.
sige.
Aba. Ay,
Sige.
sige.
Jay, ikaw na mauna. San Antonio's first.
Okay. This is a B plus for me.
B
Kasi
plus. Okay.
I'm liking the lineup, dude. I think they really have good players there. A couple of possible stars. Someone who's playing like an all-star already. Uh, dude, even Pertle's freaking good, man.
Uy,
He's not
the
he's
Raps
not
want the Raps
he's
want
no
Pirtle back.
fantasy
Want
slouch.
him back?
He's no fantasy slouch. He's rocking the fantasy world right now. So yeah, a B plus. I think they're only 12th because they could be losing more, but they're winning a little more because the team can actually really win. But they are tanking. But they also have like
No, they're
Papa's
not
record. So
Okay.
We don't
Okay.
know.
I'm
Nobody
just
knows
there.
what
I'm
they're
just
Okay.
there.
Okay.
doing.
So you gave him a
I'm
B
just
plus
there.
for that, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I've got just for the same reasons you gave that confused me. I'm giving him. Sorry, Mike. I'm giving them a D
Mm.
because I
Whoa!
I think I do think that they can actually make a competitive team with what they have. If you look at the Juante and all
They
that, so
can. They just
so
wanna tank, but they're not making it obvious. but
and for
I
that
get where you're coming from.
yeah, I would give them a D. I respect Pop a lot, but I give them a D for that because I mean
Kumbaga, gawin mo ng obvious kung obvious.
I I think they could have gotten somebody more than who they got. I mean, the ones that they got in the offseason, they could have gotten a little, they could have squeezed a little bit more and probably even had a competitive team to the likes of, let's say, a play-in situation for the Spurs, or probably even a little bit higher. And they have all these young stars anyway, so it's not like there's no young stars. And it's anyway, but that's why I'm giving them a D. Mike,
Okay, I'll give them a C minus. Um,
oh.
I like what they did. I know why they did what they did in the off season, and not getting a vet and somebody who can really boost the team to playoff
Right.
levels. But I kind of understand the direction there. What I don't understand is what the hell they're doing this season. I know there's the record. If it weren't for Pop's record, who knows? Maybe it will be more obvious
Right.
that they're tanking. But
Right.
they're chasing a record while tanking. If that is what they're trying to
Yeah.
do. So
Sort of,
so yeah,
yeah.
man. See, kasi I don't know. See, because galit lang ako.
yeah, okay. See, C is for Cookie. Sacramento Kings.
See, as
Can
in
I start naman?
kainis.
Kainis. Can I start with the Kings naman?
Sige, go.
Basta?
Go.
Kasi
Go.
ako, there's nothing to do but F with Sacramento Kings for me. This is how many years have people been saying that the Sacramento Kings have a good lineup na and they might make the playoffs? Been like what, the third year,
Right.
fourth year, fifth year na yata? I don't know, man. Every year yata since I remember from Boogie, it was always like I think Sacramento has a squad. This is since Boogie and until now, and even this year, they're still 11th. I don't know what they want. It's an F for me. I don't know. Jay naman.
I'll give them an F for 15 years of stupidity. Coupled with, look, they're actually a game behind lang making it to the friggin' play-in. So what? Are you tanking or are you trying to win? You have players, but you're not utilizing, dude. F all
That's
the way, man.
that's the same position they were
15
last
years
year.
worth of
Pare.
F.
Mike,
D minus.
D minus. Ako lang
Again,
yung
I'm
Aba,
saving my
bait,
F.
bait.
No, no, no,
Bait
no,
nila.
no. Kasi I want my Fs to have impact when I finally give them.
I
So,
my Fs I think have impact.
Ay, pakto
okay.
ka!
Impacto. Portland Trailblazers.
Ayan na. Can I go ahead? F
Go,
for
go.
Portland. F
F for Portland.
for Portland.
Inintay nyo
Enough.
yun para yung
Enough.
F
Enough said.
Portland.
F for Portland. Enough said.
F
Okay.
for
enough,
Portland.
Yeah.
enough said.
I will follow you and give them also an F.
Ah,
Okay. Ikaw na
I
ikaw na ikaw na Fafa.
I follow the motion. F. F for Portland. Uh,
They went from mediocre to F. Next.
yeah,
Ito,
dude.
LA Clippers. Yan. We'll give that naman
Ooh.
to who wants to start LA Clippers.
Me.
Jay, go.
C.
See,
Uh,
because
well, medyo natuwa pa nga ako ng konti at nanalo ng konti. I mean, they're still in the friggin' play-in. Pero parang, sandali, ang dami naman tao dyan sa roster dyan eh. Maski na wala si Kawhi eh. Although, ang daming binuhat ni PG. So, yeah, C.
Mike,
Wala lang sa akin, parang mediocre lang.
C
do you
plus.
concur? C
C plus.
Ayun, may plus oh.
Plus. Ako rin, actually, what's that? 500 milligrams C. Whatever ganyan. No, I thought C because nga wala si Paul George, wala si Kawhi, and they look like they're a spunky team. So I think Lou's been doing okay, diba? Making
pwede
people
na.
like people like Amir
Nice.
Coffee.
Gitna nga, gitna. Average.
Yeah, gitna. Ito, Jay, you wanna be first? You wanna be last?
I go first.
Los Angeles
That's a-
Lakers.
Yeah, that's a motherfucking F. Dude! Ang dami nyo nang pinamigay na mahusay na bata na player. Ano bang pinaggagawa nyo? Para kayong tanga. Yung pinaka-sponklong pa talaga na star ko, no, yung kinuha nyo. Ewan ko. Sabi ni Lebron, I'm sorry sa tweet niya. I'm sorry, I promise we'll be better. What the hell does that mean? Are we trading Russ? Because if we're not trading Russ, then that's a major F again. Double F, motherfuckers.
Oh, double F. I've never seen double F even in my report card. Mike, you
Parang
go ahead. Okay, go. Mike,
F. F for
F
Flakers.
F for
Greatest-
Lakers.
Greatest player on the planet, man.
Okay, I'm actually giving this. Okay, I'll do it fast, but I'm actually giving them a. I'm actually giving them a D
Wow. Taas nun,
because the taas nun, but it's a little bit high. It's not an F because there is a world I do not bet against LeBron, and there is
Tapos, pareho kayong contenders to. Jay,
No,
there,
wait.
ano yan, babawi yan, blah, blah, blah,
Wait,
blah, blah.
I'm
Daming
giving them a
puta,
D of
yada.
despite their record. Wait, because I see the light and I see the tunnel where when LeBron does well in the playoffs, he comes in as a play-in player and ends up in the Western Conference Finals.
You know
probably
what?
even the
Can I
finals.
change?
That's
Can I
a
change my
pipe
grade?
Fuck
I
you
just
all.
thought.
That's a
Diba?
pipe dream.
No. Can I change my grade?
It's
Kasi
a
I just
fight.
thought about.
What?
I want to change my grade because I remember what I said before. Na I'm not buying. I wasn't buying the start.
I'm not also, but the record.
Diba?
they
So
really are
yeah,
bad. They really
they
are
are
bad.
bad nga. Kaya I gave them an F. Pero yeah,
Really bad.
pero let's see. Pero parang gusto ko rin sila
Let's
bigyan
see.
ng B eh. Let's see. Parang gusto ko siya bigyan ng B. Kasi imagine how grand the championship will be after the shit show
I
you're
know,
watching,
that's
diba?
why. I know. That's why.
Diba? The deeper the hole, the greater the triumph when you
Ayaw.
finally climb out of it, diba? So,
F
let's see.
na voodoo nyo pa. Tapos.
No, I-
Wow!
me,
How can
it's-
you praise a team that's so mediocre?
We're not
that
praising it,
I'm
dude.
not. I gave them a D. I'm not
We're
praising
not
them.
praising
the
them.
But
No,
I just
but
don't.
you're not giving up. I'm just really.
I don't
surprised.
bet against LeBron.
I'm
I've
the
done it.
fan.
Dude, it's like that. Parang ano lang yan. Parang si MJ
Come on,
galing sa
man.
baseball,
Mike, you're
diba?
not a LeBron fan. You don't like LeBron.
If you have Michael Jordan come play now,
don't get it.
I'll probably still pick him na lang instead of betting against
Diba?
him.
Diba? Same,
Alright.
same.
Minnesota.
Oh, sige, Minnesota. I'll start. Ako, ito also. This is a C. I would have given them
Okay.
lower, but you know what? They're 7th seed, man. They're actually
nga.
doing
nga.
shit with the stars that they
They're
have.
better
So,
than the Lakers.
let's see. and I'm
They've
giving them a
beaten the
C.
Lakers.
Mike, go.
Yeah, ako maybe C plus pa nga for me.
C plus.
Yeah, they have the roster, but then again, I feel in the start they didn't know what they wanted to do. And now parang, di ba, parang medyo urong-sulong sila eh. Lalaban ba tayo?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
we tank? But then, there's no reason for them to tank at this point.
Yeah, wala
So
na.
now I don't know. I don't know if this is their all out. You know what? Let's go for the playoffs run. Because I think with the lineup and with Anthony Edwards in, being that that parang a a what do you call that? The tier one B player.
Hmm.
I don't know, man. I feel they could do better. They're doing better than the two LA teams, so that's
Yeah.
something, diba?
I honestly think they'll make the playoffs. They'll make the play in the
Yeah.
rate they're playing. That's what I think. Jay, did we say
I'll
wala pa
give
si
them
Jay?
a C. I'll give them a C minus.
C minus.
Yeah.
Next. Now we're going to the top six of the West. Denver Nuggets. Jay naman.
I'll start.
Go.
I'll give them a B for still being there, actually, because they've lost two of their best players, apart from their MVP. Some have stepped up. They're just inconsistent right now, so I'll be
I'm with you. Jokic been playing like
crazy.
anything.
Yeah, yeah,
So many injuries though, so much weird
yeah.
uncertainties for a team that's been into the Western, but they're showing their wares there. I'd probably give it. I'll give it hard
There.
for Denver. I'd probably give it medyo. I'm not sure. B minus, C plus, C plus.
Hmm.
Yeah, C plus for me.
Yeah, I'm
Mike,
there also. C plus din ako.
C plus.
With all the given the injuries, okay. Pero yeah, C plus then for me. They still have some guys that should be able to, make them play better. I get and from the building of the Nuggets in the last 2 years, they're the up and comers, they're the next in line and all that. To this, yeah, man,
Yeah, I don't see kasi their lineup yet. Even if their injured players come back, yun ba talaga yun na yung lineup niya with
yeah,
Bones
yep.
Highland, and that's okay. Uh, can I start naman with this? Number 5, Dallas
Yeah.
Mavericks. I'm giving them a B. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, a good
Sounds
B
right. Yeah.
because I think based on this they are 8-2
Hmm.
in their last 10,
Right.
and everyone was. Luca's been in and out. KP's been in and out. But
Yes.
they're getting it done. I mean, they're
Yes.
24-19. They're fifth seed. If we ask us during the start of the season, yes, we expect them to be a little bit in the middling pack, but we didn't expect much of them compared to the other teams in the West. At least I think. So
Right.
I have to
Right.
check,
Right.
but I give them a B. They're doing okay.
B plus also.
B plus for you.
Nobody expected them to be there. Nobody expected them to kahit papan perform the way they are performing. They always a lot of people doubted them with the roster moves and not getting rid of KP and all that.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
yeah,
no
man.
sexy additions. Diba?
Yes.
Walang sexy additions sila eh.
Wala.
Yeah.
And you were kind of expecting them to make moves, diba, in the off
Yeah.
season
Yep.
with the ano, and nothing happened. So, but still, I
Right.
mean, everybody doubted them. 24-19, yeah, B plus.
Jay.
This is a B plus for me also, which is the highest I've given so far. Dude, Force hasn't really played well. What's this? Luca hasn't even, yeah, of the 8-10 Julio mentioned. Para half of that lang yata is what Luca played, man.
Yeah.
He's played
Yep.
maybe four straight, but missed a ton before that. Diba? And then the reserves have been stepping up also. Parang this team is gelling, eh. Even without Force for the most part. So yeah, man, that's a B plus for me.
He was back though already, but yeah, B plus. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Next. Who wants to start with this one? Go. Kayo na pumili because it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Jay, you wanna start?
Sure, I'm giving this team an A, man.
Next.
My
in
first A.
Memphis.
My first and
I knew it. You see,
my
I
first
knew
A.
it.
Why? How did you know? How
No,
did you know?
I knew it just
Dude,
as, you know,
this is
wala
a
lang.
team. This is a team that was like what 8 or 9 last year. They're four and a
Hey,
half games behind the league leader. Dude, this team is overachieving and fast. Their number two scorer from last year, Dylan Brooks, hasn't even really even played much. He's played what, 10 games maybe so far? 12, something like that. Nuts. Bain has stepped up, and I don't even think they need Brooks at this point. Bain has stepped up and just started shooting lights out. Anderson's been chipping in. Brandon Clark's being utilized finally. I've been waiting for that because that guy can play. I don't know why they benched him in the start of the season. But JJJ him, and then they have Adams. This team is angas, yes.
eh, for
They kind of
angas ka
have
pala eh.
they kind of have no, I'm not a Ginebra fan. Sorry, I don't really normally root for angas teams per se,
Knox. Okay, okay.
but I like the composition of this team. I mean, even Tyus Jones when he comes in as a off the bench point guard, the guy is producing. Parang everyone they've been calling in has been producing. Ang galing lang eh. I think they're really well coached, and I think it's a good roster that has a lot of chemistry, and
The
they have
coach looks like an
identity.
MMA fighter also.
Yes, and I think they have identity which a lot of teams, including the Lakers, don't have. You may have rosters filled up with good positions. Even Atlanta is fucking missing that identity right now. This
Yes.
team has identity and they're going for it. I like it. I like it. That's my first A.
Fucking A. Mike, go.
A, man. Ako A din. I'd give them an A. Not really an A plus. Because they're not
Yeah,
top.
yeah.
There has to be a distinction with what the Bulls are doing and what they are doing. But
yes,
I'll give
yes,
them an
yes,
A.
yes, yes, yes.
I'll give them an A just this. I mean, I'll give them an A just because you know how the youths are handling themselves. And this is a young team, diba? You don't really have
Yes.
savvy veterans in this team, and they're
Ano to?
they're
Second
kicking
youngest?
ass.
Yeah, I don't know that stat though. If
Diba?
they're the
Parang.
second, I think no, I think Adams shot them a few notches higher. Maybe last year, siguro. So
Yeah.
you're A, Mike, no?
Yep.
Okay. First thing I'd like to say about Memphis is nothing. A. Let's go. Yeah, they're an A.
Biglang nag-A naman.
Basta
Yeah.
A.
No, basta.
oh,
Basta.
Mike,
A sila.
Mike,
Don't
ikaw naman,
don't
Utah.
don't
Go.
make them praise me. Don't make me praise them na. Yan yung sinasabi ni Julio.
Actually, no,
Okay.
I should. They're a really, really, really good team that might win the
Wink, wink,
championship.
wink, wink. Wink, wink. Okay.
Ang
Okay, so the
daming video
Jazz.
nun.
The Jazz, go.
The
Ikaw na,
Jazz.
Mike.
It's a regular B plus for me for the Jazz. I mean, they've always been there. We kind of expected them to be there. I expected them to be
Yeah.
top seed, and they're not. So B
Uh,
plus kayo. Diba? But
uh,
then they've always been, they've always been pilot class sa regular season. So,
right.
Ako
yeah.
naman, since they are the Utah Jazz and they just look like the Utah Jazz, and since it's about music, I will give them a C major.
Wow.
Pwede ba? Pwede ba? Pwede ba ganyan? Because I don't know what I don't. Dude, you know what, Jay? I'm giving them a C. Because they are where they're supposed to be with their system, and they're okay. You don't know if they'll fall off or not. Jay, you were
right.
questioning Rudy Gobert as an MVP.
No,
And
yes, as an
yes,
MVP,
as
even
as an MVP candidate, right?
I was
But
questioning na nga as a
yeah,
defensive player of the year eh.
yeah. But
MVP pa, di ba?
they lost all 4 games that he did not play in. Just letting you know that there is credence to his
Yeah, sure,
presence
sure, sure.
there
I
in the
get that
team.
naman also. I
That's
get
the
that
reason
naman
why they're
also.
5-5 right now because they lost 4 straight once Gobert went out. And
Right,
I want
right,
to make you
right,
kwento
right,
nga like,
right.
Jay, sabi mo hindi MVP, oh. Nawala lang si
MVP?
Gobert. Lahat
MVP
talo.
my
Mm.
MVP my ass.
Pero
Go, Jay.
kahit anong grade pa niyan
Me?
they'll end up B flat
B flat. Oh,
i-
yeah.
Yeah,
in
no,
the
this is
playoffs. In the
if
playoffs.
Ikaw, Jay, Utah
if
Jazz, go.
Julio gave them a C major, I'll give them a C minor.
Max. So lahat tayo
Because,
puro
dude,
Nets.
yes, you are a good team. Yes, you're always in the top three, top four, but what the hell have you done with it? Nada. C minor, motherfuckers.
See. Golden State Warriors. Who wants to start?
Woohoo!
Because I'm
Woohoo!
going
You
to be
wanna
last.
go last?
I'm
Okay. Ikaw
last.
na, Mike.
Diba?
Ako na.
Coming
Ah.
from behind because I want to.
Okay. Ikaw na
Ah!
muna, Jay. Ikaw na muna, Jay. I have to put this together.
Ako na muna?
Ikaw na
Go.
muna.
So, ang highest ko, A for Memphis. Bulls, binigyan ko ng B+. Highest ko yan sa East.
Voodoo to eh. Voodoo.
Budong puta na!
Go! Lay it
The
on me!
Warriors, I'm giving them another A. Hindi pa ako nag-A+,
okay.
another
Yeah,
A.
okay.
I'm
Pwede,
giving them
pwede.
another A because no one
I
expected them to be number 2 or
I
leading
accept.
the whole league most of the season. Yeah, man. Clay's back. Give him a couple of months. He's still not Clay that we know. He'll get there, but he'll get there. You see the confidence, you see the giggle, you see the willing, the wanting to play, man. This is a fucking good team, and I think they're even more stacked. Yeah, no, fuck KD, but they're a more stacked team than that team that made it to the finals the last time. They have better role players. Otto Porter solid. GP2 is solid. Dude, Looney has improved. He might win Sixth Man of the Year. No, sorry, Most Improved Player of the Year. It's a good team. I really like this team. So
Good evening,
yeah,
Doc. I will make sure they don't meet in the
this is a
playoffs.
solid A.
Good
I
evening,
will
Doc.
I will make sure the Memphis Grizzlies meets na lang the LeBron because LeBron will help me out with that one.
Tanggal na kami nun. Tama lang yan.
Hindi.
We deserve it.
Okay, so ako for the Dubs, I give them an A minus.
A minus.
Uy,
Okay.
may
A
minus!
minus.
May minus! Shit!
May minus.
Bakit?
Because
Kasi
they're still the Dubs. They're still the Dubs, dude. But then,
Nga naman! Galing.
they are still the Dubs, eh,
Huwag
diba? A lot of
natin
people,
kalimutan.
you know,
Oo.
as much as Julio wants to fly below the radar with this run, they are
All
still the
season long.
Warriors. They are still the Warriors, dude. I'm giving them an A minus because as much as they are still the Warriors, it's a totally different roster. And you know they've had to make, although the core is there, they've had to make several adjustments to make it work, and they have. Diba? Wala pa yan si Weissman dyan. Clay just came in. There's a lot of pieces that are in and out. You have the slump of Steph, the record of Steph, all of
Right.
these things happening. There's so many distractions with the Warriors, and they're 31-12. So I'm giving them an A
Right.
minus. I can't give them an A or an A plus because they are still the Warriors, eh? And this is not
Right.
surprising.
Right.
And I
Right. Right.
exp-
Right.
and if they stay that way, I get a point in my prediction because I predicted them number
Same
two.
with me. Same with me, dude. Same with me, but same with me. Can I what's that before we go to the Suns next? Because I'm just gonna say
Okay.
this. What would be the highest? An A plus, or is there something higher than an A? S.
No, wala na. A plus is
Wala
the
na.
highest.
S as in
Oo.
the shit.
Yeah, no, like in gaming, there's like S standard, there's A,
Oh,
and then no.
outstanding.
Okay, is there A plus plus?
Pwede, if you want to give them A plus
Ay,
plus.
No,
nag-double
because
S nga ako eh.
nag-double
Gusto mo
F ka.
mag-double
Okay.
A ka. Oh.
No, I will give them, pwede ba mag A.5? Ganyan. I would like to give them an A.
Isn't that an
Okay.
A plus?
I would like
8.5,
to
A
give,
plus,
okay,
yeah?
can I give them A and half a plus? Pwede bang ganyan? Okay, I'll
Oh my
explain
God.
why. I'll give them A and half a
May
plus
half
because
eh.
no, may half a plus because they have done they have, you know, there are two leading sports prediction outlets that did not even predict them into the playoffs this year. They have all these analytical stats and all that who said the Dubs will not even be past sixth seed. Two said they won't even make the playoffs at all
Right.
because they lose in the play-in. So just
Right.
for that, also everyone's been telling the Dubs to trade all their players to get one player, to get this superstar, that superstar, and the Dubs, at least with people like Kuminga and with Moody and all that, they're showing that their goal is to bridge the future. They want
Yes,
to have
galing.
something
Actually.
after Steph, Clay, and
That's why I
OG
gave them an A.
and Draymond.
Yeah.
And
I
I'm not
see
going
the
to get into this
future.
now. I'm not going to get into this now. But we, like you said, Steph's slump, I'm not going to say it, but there could be signs of his 33-year-old body running around taking some toll already. So, and right now you see the bridge to the future, which as a Dubs fan right now, that's what I want to see. I don't want that these my players
Right.
them to get old, and we have to get more vets who are old and suffer wherein when they're all done,
Ouch.
it's a big drop off. That's it. So
Right. Right. Right.
a half plus is what I give the Dubs because they're doing exactly what I wanted. Why I don't give them an A plus na lang pala to end this is at least for the Dubs is because they have to get a center. That's na lang it. If they got that center before the playoffs and it's all set, that's all I have to say. We need that extra center.
All
Good.
right.
Good.
Okay,
You wanna go ahead na rin with the Suns habang may
okay.
momentum ka.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna start with the Suns because we're hitting our 1 hour point with the Phoenix
Oh,
Suns.
sakto lang.
I am
Dude,
yeah
30 teams yan. 30
yeah
teams,
I know.
mind you. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
giving them a solid A because this is the way a finalist who lost the
Uh-huh.
finals should come out the
Uh-huh.
next season. Play and they play very. They didn't make major moves. They made a few tinkers with their lineup. Didn't change anything. Did not change the core. Kept it the same team that brought them to the finals. No panic, and they play a no panic style of basketball because they just know they're that good. So I give them a
Right.
solid
Right.
A.
Right.
Um, whoever wants to go na.
Yeah, ako, I'll make it short na lang. A. Same. A for the same reasons also. I think they shown that they belong to the finals last year. But how they're performing now, they're again no fear with all the movement. The movement in the off season. They stayed the same. Picked up. Had a few pickups that were key. I mean, the Javale and the they needed that. They made the right
Yeah,
moves because we were
they
talking about that in the finals, diba? That they need a
yeah
backup big
they even got
to
Biombo.
yes. Yes.
Like
So
Doc Poppy
diba?
said.
So you have Biombo and Javale there, diba? So which should gear them enough for the playoff.
Yeah,
So A,
Jay.
yes.
I'm a solid A also. I mean, galing.
Oh, A ka rin. Di ba
Yeah,
this team?
yeah. I've only to recap. I've only given out two A's and one B plus to Chicago, who is leading the East.
You gave three A's.
This is my third guy. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, tama.
exactly.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, nag-recap na nga eh.
No, I thought you said two.
So,
Sorry.
Nisa-isa ko na nga eh. So, my third A goes to the Suns because, yeah, with whatever you both said, it's just happening, man. They're showing why they made it to the finals last year. D Book has actually missed quite a few games, huh?
He
Yep.
has, yes.
Considering, you know.
Aiton.
Yeah.
Aiton also.
Aiton also, right. D Book was ano pa, what's this? A hammy
Hamstring.
injury, which is,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
Lingering
something you
yan.
go in and out for kasi,
Yep.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
It's a
You
lingering
either
injury.
todo rest it or you try it out,
Yep.
that's something you feel out. So that's been lingering all season for them. Yeah, man. Solid A.
Okay. And with that, wow, the 30, you're right though. I mean, wow, 1 hour,
30 teams!
30 teams, 30 grades. No, 30 teams,
Yeah, man.
90 grades.
90
We
grades
handed
times
we
3, yeah.
handed out some educational shit tonight, man. That's what we did. Thank you for everyone who watched us. Thank you, Doc Papi. I mean, I'm not sure. At least
Thank
it's
you,
not.
Doc Ness.
Thank you, Doc.
Thank yeah. Thank you also for saying that the Dubs would lose to the Grizzlies. That's
Hey,
I have
if we saw Utah against Memphis, medyo Memphis ako dyan. Tayo ng Utah yan.
yeah.
Dude,
First
I was
round,
telling,
kung
I was
mag-abot yung
saying,
second
dude, pag
round.
pumasok yung Spurs sa playoffs and we're against Utah in the first round, we might just make it to the second round.
Oo! Aswerte ng Lakers kung kalaban nila Utah, may pag-asa sila. Yun lang kaya nilang talunin sa playoffs.
I again,
Thanks, Doc Nesty.
if you like what you see, please do share our shows to your loved ones who like basketball. They may end up And tell them to follow us na rin on The Bench Live and subscribe to YouTube, The Bench. And Jay, hope you liked the episode. Jay, send us home.
Yeah, man. Stay safe, you guys. Omicron's still pounding. Be safe. Stay home if you don't need to go out. And like always, we said it first here on
The Bench.
Bench.